What is up, guys? Jack here, back with another Black Ops 2 commentary, and this time we are playing S&D on Cargo, and I am rocking the ARs this game. I'm rocking the AN-94 and also the M8, which the M8 is pretty much the most inconsistent gun in the game because sometimes you'll one hit, sometimes it'll take 3 bursts. But I like it whenever it one hits because obviously then you get the kill quicker. And it has like no recoil, and I don't know what it is about it, but I just like it recently. I've been using it a lot more, and I'm usually an SMG player, but I really need to find my role because I think that'll help out a lot if I stick to one, but diversity is not always a bad thing. So like I said, we are playing 4v4 on Cargo S&D, and this is a long gameplay. It is 15 minutes long. So I hope you guys enjoy this one because this one's going to be a hard one to live comm. Or not live comm, but shoutcast. So, right now we have 2 down, and they were taken out at A. So I told my other teammate that was alive that we should go to B, because you always want to keep good rotation. If there's one thing I learned a lot from COD XP, it's that you always want to rotate. Like, that guy, he was looking that way because he knew we would rotate, because these guys were actually pretty good, and they knew what they were doing. So that's usually who watches middle with the other guy so they can cover him, and this guy was just back bottom crate. And I don't think this guy checked the minimap, because if he did, he would definitely not have laid down there, and he definitely would have hit under cover. But whatever, I'm glad I got the kill, and I finished that round with 3 kills, so starting off pretty good. And on defense, I believe I switched to the M8. I don't know, we will see. And usually most people go A on defense, and I go B because that's what we don't usually have covered. And no, I'm actually using the A94 again. But as you're going to see, I like to stay on this top orange crate because you can actually see inside bottom garage. And actually I don't stay here. I either stay on that crate or I rush up like I am here, because I saw this in a pub one time and I thought it was a really good spot. And I always crouch because usually they're hard aiming orange crate, and if you're crouching they won't look at you. But as you can see, my teammate moved up, so I knew I didn't have to watch it anymore. I was actually just watching crossover, and I saw my teammate up top there. And I was waiting for a guy to poke out middle to see if they could take the guy off orange crate, because that's what a lot of people do. That's what I would do in this situation. And my teammates are just calling people out, telling me he's top above me. So I pull out my Cat 40, the wonder gun of this game, and I take him out. And my aim was pretty bad on there, and he got my teammate. But I take him out, and I pre-aim that because you always want to pre-aim the next corner, because usually people run in 2s or 3s because they can watch each other's backs, and that's what normally you should do. So I just want to do that, and this guy was still left in his spawn, so I tried to nade up on top of the blue, and I see him run away, and once again he goes prone, and I don't know why he did that. You usually want to run away or run behind the hospital car, but what he did, I don't know, maybe he thought he could outgun me, but he didn't, so we go up 2-0, and next round we are on offense. So on this side, I am using the AN-94, and I'm gonna watch flank again because that's what I like to do, because I like to catch the guy straggling, and usually my teammates will pick off the easy kills before I can even do that, so I might as well stay back. So I usually get this guy, then I rotate middle, and I do not know if he flanks this time, but it's always a good idea to check to make sure if they're flanking, because all the good teams will send one guy on flank like this team did. And one of these times, or one of the teams we played, sent 2, which was actually surprising, and I think it was that guy, or I was just seeing things, but I actually look middle because that's the other rush that people like to do, so you always want to check those 2. If you're not getting any activity at bottom offices, you always want to check middle, because some people will be daring like I do and run middle. And I see that guy top orange, and I put bullets into him. Then right after that, I followed up with a nade, and it's actually pretty awesome. I get him, and I forget what happens to the last guy, but all I know is that I get one of these kill cams, I get the bank nade, and it's pretty awesome. And so now I'm just trying to work with my teammate. I know we have to get the kill because we have no time to plant the bomb, and the bomb's way back in the spawn. And right now you're actually going to see that awesome Kobe. And that Kobe is just a really long nade. But I throw it from middle, and it banks off the top orange crate. Pretty awesome, and a lot of people like to stay in that corner. A lot of pros from COD Championships love that corner, and this is before COD Championships, so I did not know that. But it was a lucky nade. I honestly did not expect that to hit anyone because you always throw the secondary nades. And this time again, I am moving up middle because last time it worked, and I'm trying to just get map control because I don't want them to rush, and I always pre-aim that just in case they're rushing, because I know people that run up middle and they pre-aim where you look from the left of me, like, yeah, to the right of me right now, and they usually get first blood, so that's why I always check that, because they're usually hard aimed in, not looking. And I see a guy right here, and I just want to take cover because this guy has the first shot on me, and I'm actually wearing tac mask, which is the reason that stun didn't affect me so much. So he throws another nade, and I'm just hiding right now, and I don't know where this guy is, so I hop up on here, and I actually get this kill, but then I get sniped, and I didn't know there was a sniper, and I think there was 3 up right there, because, yeah, he was not the one who planted the bomb, but this guy got the sniper kill, so he got good. That's why I was actually trying to go behind that crate, and that was kind of BS, but that's how this game is, and I can't really control it, so it's whatever. So now we are 3-1. We are back on offense, and I have all my streaks right now, and that's going to play a key role later on in this match, because I like to save them for whenever we really need them, or when I'm in like a 1v4 or something like that. So I'm watching flank again, and actually this was a bad idea of me to check the same spot, or stay in the same spot while I'm checking to see who's actually coming on flank. So I move up a little bit, go to the spot, because I know that they want to try to flank, and I look middle just in case. And what I'm doing right there is I'm pinging it, is what it's called, because every round you actually get to see where everyone is, and I call all those guys out to my teammates, so they manage to take those people out, and they get double killed, which isn't what you never want to do. You always want to stay by your teammate, but you never want to get so jammed up that you get double killed. And right now I'm just peeking, checking your corners. You always want to check all your corners. That is one thing I know a lot of people don't do, and I think that's the reason I'm so good at clutching, because I always check every corner, and because I never know where they are. And once again, having horrible internet, I get shot around the corner, but there's nothing I could do about that. He was in the right spot at the right time with the MMS, and he got me, and he was just running around looking for me. So that was a 1v2, I think. And now we are back on defense. This time we are actually trying to not get comebacks on. So I have all my streaks, and I'm going to ping again later on. But you never want to ping at the start, because they could do anything. You always want to ping either when you're in a 1v1 situation, or your teammates call out. They don't know where anyone is, just to give you a general idea of where they could be, or where they might not be, and things like that. So what I'm doing here is I'm saying crate, because last time my teammate would go top crates and he would watch over B, and 2 teammates get taken out at A. So I obviously know we're going to need a little help, and I'm always looking middle, because there's always that one person that always looks middle. And right now I'm pinging. I tell them there's 3 guys around you, and I run up as quick as I can, because I see that that last guy is flanking through their spawn. And actually he moved up, so my assumption was wrong. That's why I ran right in there, and I tried to throw a nade. I don't know why I did a spin. I think that's because I thought I was getting shot at. So right now it's a 1v4. Things are looking dismal, and I check top orange because that's the first place I would look. And I get that kill, and I run back to our spawn, but I was caught in a reload again, so there's nothing I can do about that. And I am 9-3 currently, and we are tied 3-3. And right now I'm just telling my guys not to freak out. We got this in the bag, because this team is really good. So you never want to give up hope on any team, because you could easily come back, because they're obviously easily coming back, and we went 3-0 for a reason. So that's why I wanted to keep the spirits up and see what we could do. And this time I actually go A with them, because some of them were having trouble with it, and I wanted to see what I could do, because, you know, everyone plays differently, so you always want to switch up spots with your teammates, because they might play differently, so they won't go in the same spot you did, so they won't get killed off the same spot you did. And right here I made a big mistake. I actually go out around this corner, and you never want to do that, because that can give away your position and the position of your teammates. So right now I'm coming back. I'm using this crate as a head glitch, because I know that I just saw a guy middle, and he looked like he ran either top blue or back spawn, so I don't know. I was just taking a guess. And it is currently 3-4, and I still have all my streaks. I'm saving those for last round, just so I can make sure that we definitely do not lose this game, because you always want to save your streaks. And I don't think Sentry Gun's the best for Search and Destroy. I think I just had that on because we were playing Hardpoint earlier, and my teammate gets a kill here. And right now I'm just with my teammate trying to secure bomb, and I'm going around the edge right here, and you never want to go around this edge. I've learned that very carefully because, as you can see, those blue hazard, or the yellow hazard sign right there, and under the crate, under that orange crate by the bomb, is where everyone likes to hide. And apparently if you go prone, you can actually see people that are coming around that corner, which I did not know about, which I learned. You always want to learn from your kill cams. If you get killed from a spot you've never seen, or you don't know how you got killed, watch them. You'll actually learn a lot. I've learned a lot of stuff, a lot of spots, especially at the beginning of each game, about new spots and new tips and new tricks, and that's how I get a lot of my tips from other people. Like that spot on Raid where you can jump up to top bedroom. I learned that because I was just roaming around trying to get the bomb planted, and he shot me in the back because I didn't even see him up there. And I learned about that spot in the first week, and most people didn't learn about it till the first month. So you always want to watch your kill cams. You always want to be aware. You want to be an observer. I learned that from another video, and I love that video. It's the importance of being humble. And you always want to be an observer because you can always learn more. You can always get smarter, and that's what's awesome about just knowledge in general, because you can always get smarter. And I'm going to make a commentary about knowledge, I think, later on, and how I'm starting to enjoy it more. But you always want to learn from your mistakes. And right now I'm up in this corner, and to my right is actually red barrels, and I do not want to go to red barrels, because if you go to red barrels, you will explode and die in a fire, and you will look like an idiot. So right now I'm trying to flank around and go top blue, and I know there was a guy going B, so what I want to do is, I wish I would have got that off before, but I actually throw the nade because I see that guy, and he does not see me. So I come up, I see him around that corner, and I charge him, and I get the kill. And actually this last guy, I do not know where he is at all, so I want to post up, get my ammo back, reload, because you never want to stay in the same spot. And right now, I probably should have pinged my radar if I already didn't do that, but I did not know where he was, so I was checking all the corners, and unfortunately, he was in that corner. I've never seen that corner before, but it's actually a decent corner because you only have to worry about middle. And on that camera, I thought I was behind those crates, but apparently I wasn't, says this game. But once again, that's the third occasion of that happening. See, I was obviously on the ground, but my internet is horrible, so there's nothing I can do about it. So next time I just gotta get there quicker. But always check out for that corner, because that corner is getting more and more popular, and it's a good corner because you can hear the bomb from it. So now we're on offense, and it's 4-4, and this has been a long road. We do not want to mess this up now. We went up 3-0, they got 3 wins, we ended that little streak, and then they tied it back up. So now I'm going to go through over to B, because I do not want to get picked off at A, and I do not want my teams to get picked off at A, because last time I was not watching, and they all just shifted over to A and got us all killed. So right now I'm going to middle again, because middle, if you can get there, most people don't watch it because they assume, why would anyone go middle? That's a mistake, but playing unexpectedly is not a bad thing, and actually they have a sentry gun here, so you want to avoid that. I don't know how none of my teammates got killed by that sentry gun, but they just played it very smart, and that was just a good move, because we could have gone down easily, and that rendered their score streaks useless, because they totally did not get the function out of that sentry gun, and none of us had an EMP, so we had to leave it up the whole round. And I'm just watching middle, and as you can see, my teammates are posted up. We have 1 floating and 3 watching the bomb. That is how you want to do it if you have 4v4. And right now I'm running, trying to get back to the back of their spawn, and I almost died there. Thank God my teammate was there. And now we are up 5-4, and he was just watching this back, and I was watching his back, so nothing hopped up, and we also had 1 in that crate right behind him. And that is a good setup, because honestly, there's nothing they can do to that setup unless 3 of you get outgunned, which likelihood of that is bare minimum. So that's why you always want to stay with your team, but do not bunch up, because my team has a history of getting double killed a lot, and that is never good. And this is the spot I was talking about. If you look right over that green crate, you can actually see people that go bottom offices, and that's why I like this spot so much, because I know that I can see anyone charging me. The only thing I have to worry about is the top offices in that window, but luckily for me, no one ever goes here. And actually right here, my team was pretty sure that we were going to win, so I just dropped my lightning strike. I get 2 kills, so now we're up 4-2, and I just call in my Hellstorm missile, and actually it goes in blue and I miss. I just don't know how I missed. The radius on those things is pretty bad, and I just call him out to my teammate. I get in a head glitch, and right here I'm just looking for a cutoff, because if he goes back over to B, I want to make sure I know about it so I can inform my team so he does not stay alive. So I'm just maneuvering around, hopping up, looking around, because I know a guy likes to go here before. So I'm just shooting at blue. He's one shot now, and my teammate charges him, and he gets the kill. And these guys were professional lobby leavers. They were really good. They had a really good record, and we beat them, so they were upset about it, so they left. Don't ever leave, guys. It's totally, you look like an idiot. You look like you're crying about it. So if you guys enjoyed this commentary, gracias.